this idea of being mission minded is what you're really talking about.
Right.
It's beyond just investing in the community, and it's analyzing who are we,
Right.
and what does it really mean to be a child of God and to really live in the image of Jesus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's transformational stuff, to change from being, because I think about church, and for all the good that we do, church is, in a lot of ways, it's self-gratifying.
Yeah.
The way that we're structured, kind of some of the ministries that we do, the way that we structure worship and some of these other stuff, it's like,
Right.
it makes us feel good, and like we can kind of check things off our box. But it's really the mission stuff that we do, where
Right.
we're really serving people, and frankly serving people outside of our own congregation and community, that we really get our cup filled and really get that passion kind of flowing and that energy toward Jesus. So is this just the start of some of that mission stuff for you? Do you have desire to like...
Yeah. Yes, no, maybe. Because this is so early on
Yeah.
that I don't know where this goes. But what I love about this, like I was saying earlier, is that even talking about it, I'm going, ooh, from the people who are invested at the resource center, to people who are in the church, to myself, it draws an awareness and a connection that goes, that's what we should be doing. And you're not, even if they can't put that into words, and that it just resonates.
Yeah.
That is a glimpse of the kingdom. And earlier when we were talking about camp, the reason camp works is because you get this really tight, impactful week that is a glimpse of the kingdom of God. When a church service just sings, ooh, and it just hits on those days where there wasn't where the planning all was there, but somehow it all worked in ways that I didn't expect to work.
Yeah.
That's a glimpse of the kingdom. When people come in and tell you stories because there's no reason for them to have to tell you the story, there's no reason for them to want to connect to you,
Yeah.
and they do it, that's a glimpse of the kingdom. Our youth, the youth program we have where we work with the Presbyterian Church, the Methodist Church in town, has kids that come in, and in some cases, we're the only ones that care about them. And they are telling really, really rough stories. And they're sharing it here because there are people that are hearing the stories and are not getting so mad at them for telling the story of what is going on, or are not reacting in ways that they're used to reacting, that we're actually excited to see them for whatever horrific story they're telling, or frankly, whatever action they're giving. The next week when they come in, man, we're excited to see them.
Yeah.
and they get that. And those are glimpses of the kingdom. It's a quick little whoop, and it's gone. It is the Emmaus story when the disciples finally recognize after they break the bread, there's Jesus, and whoop, he's gone. They see a glimpse, and then it's there. But that glimpse is so big and so powerful that they can't help but go, this is what it should be.
Well, those are those moments that,
right,
frankly, who we are, like, surpasses what we do.
Right.
Right. And who we are as children of God.
Right.
And created in that image and molded and shaped by God. And that is the definition of us, and it serves to impact every single lane that we ever step in.
Right. A good friend of mine talks about, when we have those experiences, those mountaintop experiences where we have that, there's a phrase that we always use, and he says we need to stop using this phrase. He goes that we end up having to go back to the real world. So we leave camp, we go back to the real world. It doesn't matter how great the church experience is, we gotta go back to the real world. And he says the reality is those glimpses are what the real world of God really is, and everything else is the distraction.
Gotta be side by side.